Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So as you know, throughout this month I'm making a series of videos which are how to, and that is just giving you tips on different things. And in this video I've already made a video about how to get a job. So this is linked with that, and this is how to smash it at interviews. So what people fail to understand most of the time is that there is a three-step process when it comes to interviews. Step one is your CV. So the only purpose of the CV really is to disqualify people. So if your CV has particular attributes on there that fit with the job description, you have a chance of then doing the application. The second step is the application form. Now that is a really major part of the process, because if your application form isn't selling yourself, then you're not going to get the interview in the first place. So you have to really pay attention and spend time on that. But the third and final part, which is obviously the main part, is the interview itself. So these are 3 tips. I've got 4 tips actually, and it comes under CCCR. So the first C, when it comes to smashing interviews, is confidence. Lots of people go into an interview with the idea that, oh, I'm not going to get the job anyway, and oh, they're going to think this or they're going to think this. It starts with you. It starts with everything you're wearing in the interview. It starts with things like, preparing, and I'll talk about that in a moment. There's lots of things involved in confidence, but if you're not a confident person and you go to interview, it's likely you're not going to get the job, because they want a confident employee to join their company. The second C is charisma and charm. Now, I've been to many jobs where they've said you haven't got the interviews, where they said you haven't got the skills, you don't have as much experience as the other people, but we like you. You have to learn to be approachable, likable. You have to have that charm and charisma in an interview, because what the company is thinking is, why do we want to employ this person if they look like someone that can't get along with others? Why do we want to employ this person if they come across as being moody or miserable or not charming? So that is very important. So that's the second C. And the third C in this so we've done confidence, charm, communication. So sometimes in an interview you might feel that you have to answer the question really quickly, but what I would say to people is, it's better that you either say, I'm not sure, I need time to think about that, or it's better that you answer briefly and then come back to that question. Don't feel like you have to just answer within 2 seconds and just blurt out anything, because a lot of people do that in an interview, and it ends up feeling like you're either rambling, you're not answering the question, you're not very succinct with your communication, and you will be judged on that. So the employer wants to know that you are able to be succinct, clear, and you are clarifying the questions that they're asking. So the fourth thing is research. Do not ever go into an interview situation without doing any research about the company. I don't know how many people, I know there's a lot of people that do this, and I don't understand it myself. Every single company I've worked for, when I've been to the interview, I've shared information about. So if I was a social worker, I would say, I've read your Ofsted report and I can see you've got an outstanding report. Or if I'm going for a job as a counsellor, I will say, I know that your company is this amount of years old, or I know that this about your company, or I know the CEO, a specific a specific bit of information about someone who works for that company. I just think it just gives you that extra edge, because if you're walking into that interview and you're already telling them you know something about their company and that's the reason you want to work for them, or you've done your research, it will put you above people who go into it blind. So let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. As I've said, all throughout this month I will be doing how-to tips. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share this with others. Thanks, bye.